my channel, The Baking Diva. So good to see you, and welcome to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you following me on my baking journey. Well, there's only 7 more days till Christmas. And I'm here because I promised you I had 1 more cookie to bake for you before Christmas. And we are going to do that today. Today, whoops, there goes the oven preheating to 350 degrees. But today we are going to make for you a double chocolate espresso cookie. Do you like chocolate? Do you like coffee and espresso? I do. It's one of my favorites. It's right up there with a few others. So I'm going to make it for you today. And I think it'll look great out on your cookie platter. So, what do you say? We get started? Alrighty. First thing you're going to need is a small saucepan. It can be a little smaller than this, but this is the one I had, so this is the one I'm going to use right now. And in this saucepan, we're going to put the following. We are going to put in this, I'm using the Baker's unsweetened chocolate. It comes in the blocks like this. And what you want to do is you want to break it up, and we want to put 3 ounces. So 1 ounce of this, it tells you right on here, is 4 of these little squares. So we're going to put 3 of these blocks of the unsweetened chocolate in our pot. So it's 3 squares and they're 1 ounce each. Each one of these is 1 ounce. So we have those in here. Now we're going to add to this 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate morsels. The recipe is calling for 2 cups of chocolate morsels, but we divided them and we're only putting 1/2 in the pot with the unsweetened chocolate. And also we're going to add to that our butter, our softened butter at room temperature. And it's going to be 1 stick of butter. Softened butter, which I've already done. Let me get that in there. It's actually a 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick. And now I'm going to put in there some espresso granules. Now this is what I used. I have a bottle of Ferrara, and it's actually instant espresso coffee, and they're granules. Now, if you don't have that, you can use regular instant coffee. But these are double chocolate espresso cookies, so I'm putting in the espresso granules. So I'm going to put in here 1 tablespoon. And the recipe, as usual, will be in the description box for you. All right, so I'm going to go over to the stove. I'll do this off camera. And what I want to do is I want to melt everything in this pot. So after I get it melted and it's smooth, I'm going to put it on the side to cool. And then I'll show you what we do next. Don't go away. I melted my chocolate on my stovetop in a small saucepan. And basically this is the consistency you want. You want it to just be nice and smooth. So I'm going to set that aside while it cools a little bit. Now in my mixer, I'm going to put 1 cup and an additional 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar in there. Have that all measured. And I'm also going to add to that 3 eggs that I have here. Now I'm going to beat this. It will be thick, but it'll be sort of a lemon yellow color. So let me get that beater going now. Okay, my sugar and my eggs are all blended. They're a nice lemony yellow color. So I'm going to lower this for a minute. Now to this, I'm going to add the chocolate mixture that I just melted. I'm going to put it right in there with the sugar and the eggs. These are going to be a nice double chocolate espresso cookie. Ooh. Gonna get my spatula here because I don't want to leave any of that yumminess in the pot. Okay, I put all the chocolate mixture in with the eggs and the sugar, and I'm gonna mix that till it's all blended. Looking good. Separate bowl I have here, I'm going to put in my flour. So I have here 3/4 of a cup of flour. I'm going to add in here 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. And we're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm going to just mix that all together, and then I'll show you what we do next. It's so easy. Okay, so in a separate bowl, I have my flour, I have my baking powder, and I have my salt. And with my handy dandy whisk, I'm just going to blend that all together. Now I'm going to add this flour mixture to my chocolate mixer that I have. So let me put that in now. And I'm going to mix that up till that's all combined. While that's mixing, I'm going to take my other 1 cup of my semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I also parchment lined 2 of my cookie sheets. Let me just scrape down the sides. You know, you've been watching me long enough. Always scrape down the sides of your bowl. You want to get everything mixed in there. Get it all incorporated. Let me give it another whirl. Okay. Let me take the beater off here. Look at that. Looks yummy. So is everybody ready for Christmas? Is your shopping all done? Is your tree up? Are you going out for dinner? Are you staying home? It's one of my favorite times of the year, but I have to tell you, by the time it reaches Christmas, I'm a little bit tired. Yes, I am. A lot of work. All that shopping and decorating and baking. So anyway, what I'm going to add to this is my other 1 cup of the semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I'm going to stir that around, mix that in. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this by the heaping, I'm going to drop this by the heaping teaspoonfuls on my parchment lined cookie sheet. And then I'm going to put them in the oven at my 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. They're going to puff up and they're going to crack a little bit. And then I'm going to let them cool for about 5 minutes before I remove them and put them on my cooling rack. So let me get my cookie sheet. So I have my cookie sheet here. We just got a notification on our phone, an emergency alert that in a few minutes we were going to have a squall, a snow squall with heavy winds. And boy, they got it right, because within 5 minutes, you should have seen that snow coming down. It stopped now. I think that's what they call a squall. It just all of a sudden appears out of nowhere, comes down super fast, and then it's over. So anyway, they were right on this time. So I'm going to take my cookie batter here with my teaspoon, and I'm going to put it on the cookie sheet. Has those nice chips in it. And then I'm going to put it in the oven for the 10 to 12 minutes. And I'll take them out, let them cool. Ooh, these look good. And then we're going to do a taste testing. So make sure you stay tuned. Be right back. Alrighty, so my cookies are all baked. They baked for 12 minutes. When you start to see them puff up a little bit and start to crack on the top, that means they're done. And as you can see by this big plate I have here, I got 3 dozen cookies. And that's exactly what the recipe says you should get. So, you know, it depends on how large or how small you make them. They are a nice, rich chocolate cookie. I don't taste a whole lot of espresso in there, but I think anybody that bakes knows that if you add like coffee or espresso to chocolate, it brings out more of the rich flavor of the chocolate. So I'm going to taste one of these babies now. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please go down below and hit that red subscribe and the little bell next to it. It says all. It's free. All it means is that every time the Baking Diva puts up a new video, you'll get a notification and you won't miss anything. So let me give this double chocolate espresso cookie a bite and let you know what I think. Mmm. Mmm. When you bite into it, the outside is a little crispy. I guess that's the right word for it. But the inside is nice and soft. Delicious. So anyway, you can make these and store them in an airtight container until the holidays. I know your family and friends are gonna love them. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. These are good. If I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and your family. I really appreciate you stopping by and supporting my channel. I love each and every one of you, and I hope to see you all very soon. Toodles! Delicious.